Okay, welcome to another episode of these films. Today we're at Yarnton Nurseries. I'm Stuart Mabbutt, this is...
I'm William Mankelow.
And we got a new guest. Well actually we wanted him to be a guest, but he's now going to be a co-host. Andy Shipley.
Oh, I'm Andy Shipley.
And so welcome.
Thank you, and thank you for inviting me to co-host.
Yeah, and we've got Winnie, your guide dog as well.
Yeah.
So,
Winnie's also another co-host, of course.
yeah, hopefully she will play a part in these films as we go on. But what I'd just like to, in this garden centre, just something I use quite often, I use my peripheral vision a lot. And when you actually look across this landscape of plants in this garden centre, use your peripheral vision, you start to see more shades of green.
Right.
So William, just focus on one place and you can see green, but then bring in your peripheral vision and there's far more shades.
Yeah.
It just goes to show, you know, my point is how much you miss by looking too much.
By focusing too much on one particular point.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, but something I always do, I'm just going to get an example here. In a garden centre, we're surrounded by plants. Now, to identify any plant, you grab the leaves, and see if they're soft or smooth.
Yep. That's quite...
Andy, soft or smooth?
Oh, quite prickly. Well, not prickly, but
There's a jaggedness about
firm.
it.
Yeah.
Stems,
Robust.
are they square, round, triangular? It's very hard to actually find a round stem. A lot of things have got.
Yeah, there's it's relatively round, but there's definitely... Yeah, it's tricky, this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's no exact shape to it, I don't think.
Andy, stems?
That's what it goes.
Oh, quite woody,
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah, very firm. Yeah, and a bit bark-like as well.
Yeah.
Kind of rough.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then is the leaves fragrant when you crush them, William?
Not too much though, I don't think. No.
Have we got permission to crush them?
Yeah. I'm the wild man, I can do anything I want.
No, not much of a fragrance here at all.
No. But so they're the things. Are the leaves fragrant? Maybe if they're hairy, are they smooth? Are the stems, what the shape of the stems? But what else, Andy, with your visual issues, when you examine that,
Yeah.
what other,
Yeah.
while you're doing that, I'm going to find another plant. It's easy.
Yeah. So really, all those features that you've mentioned, Stuart, I'd be noticing, but I think in a landscape, I'd really be feeling for contrasts and variety. So just to
Right.
get a sense of,
So it's more than one plant.
yeah, it's really just to get a feel for the landscape and the diversity
Yeah.
of life in the landscape, and just noticing the variety of different plant forms and species in there. So
Sure, take that from
when you've got quite dramatic contrasts like that plant,
No, this is a new one.
yeah,
Have a go at that, Andy.
yeah, which is clearly a lot taller but a lot softer as well. So when you feel those two in close succession, you really notice the contrast.
There's a little bit of stickiness to the leaves, isn't
Yeah, and they're kind of feathery too.
Yeah.
They've got a sort of feathery texture, whereas the previous plant, as we said, was quite firm. And I think quite shiny as well, the leaves, so it's probably grows in a drier climate, I'm guessing. Stuart would know.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
man with the knowledge with the plants.
But yeah, and this
What about
one
the
is
stems? Are they
stems.
square? Round?
No, they're round. Feel round to me.
So there's the
There's a
seems
little. Actually, there's like a.
it's a very vague square thing.
Oh right. Oh yeah.
Have this stem
In
here.
the wrong bit. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it is squarer than the other one. It's very fragrant though. Yeah, it's kind of got a lemony. Yeah.
And what is this plant?
Citrusy
Salvia.
smell. Salvia. Yeah, that's
Which
it,
is
I like
basically,
that.
you know,
That'd be
it's
nice to have inside actually.
you
Yeah.
go round this garden centre and you try and find something with a round stem. It could be for quite a while. But as a photographer, William, this landscape here, how would you propose to photograph it? to get, you know, okay, if this was a garden or so how would you get the best out of this environment?
Again, well, for here I would go for a close-up shot, really, trying to get the real details, especially what Andy was talking about, the different textures and the different colours, and getting really close up and close in really into getting the detail, I suppose, the best way. I think, yeah, you can get some really nice shots here, really. But yeah.
Okay, let's go into a little test I want to do. We want to take Andy into the garden centre because we were here the other day and he was sort of explaining how he sensed the environment. He could smell plastic, you know, and now I come in here, all I can smell is plastic. But what we want to do, we want to take you to two little places in the garden centre, and you've got to work out what section we're in.
Right, okay.
And you know, hopefully this will get people using their senses themselves. So
Yeah, it'll be fun.
hope so.